So what I'm going to do now is exit the menu system, and I'm going to mute this track. And now I'm going to show you the other parameters that are available in Edit Synth menu. So in order to get to the synth menu, not Edit Synth. So in order to get to the synth menu, what you do is you push Start, then you push up on the D-pad, and then push to the right, select Synth, and now you have 6 options. Edit Synth is what I've been discussing in regards to modifying synthesizer parameters. Now there are 5 other options under the synth menu. The first one is Add Synth. And what Add Synth does is it allows you to add in additional synthesizers into the sequencer screen. So remember, it's only possible to have a maximum of 16 tracks in PSPSeq. If you try and add a synthesizer and all tracks are already occupied, you'll get an error message. You can also get an error message if you try and add a new synthesizer and there isn't enough processing power left on the PSP to handle it. So in the way you can see the processing power left is to push Start and go to System, and then select About from the System screen, and that gives you the overall processing load. So in either case, if you get one of these errors and you want to add a new synthesizer, what you need to do is delete a synthesizer, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. So the way that you add a synthesizer is you scroll through the list of synthesizer options by using either the analog or digital pad, pushing it up or down. So this allows you to see every generator and FX combination, and they're listed in alphabetical order, generator first and then the effect after it. So let's say we want to load in an FMCLP. So then once you've selected it, you push X, and now you can see that the last track added in is FMCLP 0. So just a couple of things I want to say about this. First of all, I'm sure you carefully choose which generator effect you want for each track, as it's not possible to directly swap out or remove a generator effect from an existing track. The only way to swap one of these elements is to create a new track with the combination of generator effect that you want, and then copy the parts you want to keep using copy gen, FX, and envelope from the track menu, and then deleting the unwanted track. Because this is kind of a pain to do, what I usually try to do when I'm making songs is try to plot everything out very early in the composition process. So I'll kind of work on what I want the sort of the apex of the song to sound like in a single loop, and that'll give me an idea as to the exact combination of generators and effects that I'll want. Also, unless I really need the processing power, I usually create every synthesizer with an effect of some kind on top of it. Probably the most flexible or most musically useful effect is the SDF filter. So if I'm working on a song that has, and I'm creating some tracks to work for melodic portions, for instance, I'll almost always add an SDF filter at the end, because it can be very useful for help placing that part of the song within the overall mix. Let's see. So new synthesizers are always placed at the end of the list, and again, it adds a numerical suffix for if it's the first or second or third copy that specific generator effects combination within the current song. So there's no way to reorder the tracks within PSPSeq the way that they're placed in the sequencer is how they have to remain. So the next option is for deleting a synthesizer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push Start and push up and select Synth, and now the next option is Del Synth, or Delete Synth. So selecting this brings up a list of all the tracks in the song, and you can push up or down on the D-pad to select which track you want to delete. Let's say I want to get rid of the first track, Wave CLP. and then you're asked to confirm this. Push up on the D-pad, and then you push X, and you can see that the first track disappeared and everything else was shifted up one. Now, when you delete a track, all your synthesizer data is lost for that track. So there's no way to undo that functionality. So be very careful when you're deleting tracks within PSPSeq.